Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Trees. Troy times two. Troy to the second power. Hi, Sandy Kling. Howdy, Mac. Hi, Mary Sharkey. How's everybody doing? It's definitely a Monday. It's a weird, wacky Monday here in Northern California. We got sprinkles, which of course always happens when you wash the car. At least I didn't wash the car yesterday. I washed it last week, but it was all nice and shiny, and now it's all sprinkled. That's always the case. Hi, Cynthia Diane. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. So, how was everybody's Mother's Day? Trees, I seen the beautiful picture you posted of Mama. How was Mother's Day? Did anybody do anything? Did you get spoiled? Did you just relax? Because y'all, I didn't do one thing yesterday. I laid on the couch like a lazy couch potato all day yesterday. It was fantastic. I only got up twice. Okay, I got up more than that, but with intention, only got up twice to eat. Trevor brought me breakfast and he bought me dinner, and I was like, this is the life. So in saying that, if anybody received or purchased anything from my auction, or you want anything from my auction, and if you know me, you know that I usually have your invoice to you that same day, and then I have stuff shipped out by that Monday, which would be today. No, ma'am. I will be doing invoices today, so you will be receiving your invoice today, and then I'll ship out tomorrow if everything was paid. Okay, Mary Sharkey, I'll take it. I was unplugged. I even forgot to take my phone off at D&D till the evening time, which actually I didn't really even take it off because I went to go turn it on and it was still on, so I just left it on. So anyways, just another day. Boys called you. Okay, well, at least the boys called you. It was really nothing fabulous that went on here or anything like that, but it was, if you know me, I don't lay around. I don't lay down and do anything. So the fact that I laid down and did nothing was fabulous. But I will tell you, when I don't move, my back hurts. So I was in a little bit of pain, but it was fantastic pain. I will put up with that kind of pain. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Hi, Laura. Church, then lunch with mom. For kids 58 to 73, pretty remarkable. Oh my gosh, at 92. That is fabulous. Hi, Miss Linda Baker. Happy Monday. Yeah, so invoices will go out. I know everybody's probably like, what on earth? But I was not doing it. I got up a few times and walked over here, and then I turned around and walked out. Then I came back, and then I turned around and walked out. I was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to do anything today. I just am not. But then my OCD was like, you got to get this done. You got to get this done. So it was a little bit of a struggle in the mind, but Hi, Stacy. How are you? Hi, Sheila Teagan. So, yes, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. If you are a mom of any type, a fur baby mom, a adopted mom, the block mom, whatever, I hope you had a fantastic day. Hi, Cindy Truitt. Hi, Sharon. So, yes, happy Mother's Day to you all. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Today we're just going to do something nice and easy. Hi, Renee. Are you home early? I have. He's vacuuming his iPad. We'll wait. Okay. Thank you. That's really loud. Can you not do that? Thank you. Did you get all the stuff off your iPad? Here, do you want to baby wipe instead. So, got the day off. Oh, very cool. So I have just this cross. Yo, I cannot see. I think it says it's like 10 and a quarter by 14 and a quarter. I cannot see it very well, but it's from Hobby Lobby. Hi, Helena. Hi, Kaylee girl. Hi, Phyllis. So, I thought we could put some Would You Bin on here, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We remember we have those powerful words. Why is that so hard to say? Powerful words. Hi, Helen. We will probably maybe do something like that. I also have those the cherubs from the mold. From the, here we go, we got to see something. Angelic Aura. Remember these that we poured? So maybe we could put those in there. I don't know. Something. All right, let's get my desk on the screen. Hi, Tina. What are you doing down there? You are just, Troy, I like cleaned my whole area. What are you doing? Oh, now he's using the other vacuum. Baby, what are you doing? Oh, now he's vacuuming his phone. Okay. So, whoa. So, I have still my box of Would You Bin sitting here. I didn't put any of it away. And so instead of pulling down all of those boxes over there, because there's a bunch of stuff sitting on those boxes, I was thinking of putting the Creating with Chris Hunter 729 on here. Remember, I do have a Would You Bin discount. If you froze, y'all, let me just talk to you for a minute. Hold on, let me come back. If you, I have hair wispies. If you have not followed me on YouTube, I beg of you to please go over and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Subscribe just means follow on YouTube. I beg of you. Hi, Jeanette. Somehow, some way, my Crafting Chaos account, my business account, has been demonetized by the book. So that can only mean, which I'm attached to that account, would only mean that they're coming my way again pretty soon. So little old me, I don't know what they want with little old me, but they have demonetized me. Not that I was making fantabulous money over there anyways, but I got a message this morning that I was demonetized, and so I beg of you. Hi, my Ashley. I beg of you. Please go over to my YouTube channel and please follow me over there. Oh, you opened it? Because, yeah, I don't even do anything with my business account very much, y'all. But I'm just telling you, I'm connected. The Terry Lightsy page is connected to that account, so that only means that they're going to demonetize me everywhere. Thank you so much for the stars, Helena. Yeah, right? I just got my stars back, and Lord knows they're probably going to take them away because they're going to demonetize me. So, I beg and plead with you, all of your content creators that have a YouTube channel, I beg of you to please, for all of us, please go over and follow them on YouTube, because y'all, the book is not right. The book is not right. It's not right. So, yeah, so it was crazy because Ashley, Yvette and I were talking on the phone. Yvette got the email and then I got the email, and then we started freaking out. Hi, Terry. And it only lets you just it says because we need to agree to their rules, Cindy Truitt. And it says if you feel this is an error, you can dispute it, submit dispute, blah blah blah. I don't know. What does it mean to join on YouTube? I'm not sure, Cheryl. All you have to do is subscribe, which means follow. FB demonetized me. So, and now it says, you can submit whatever, right? Submit a dispute, and then it says, thanks for your feedback. I'm not giving you feedback. I want my monetization back, please. Anyways, whatever. It's not like like I said, I'm a small fry, so it just makes me like cringe that they do that kind of stuff. Hi, Sandy Triplet. Hi, oh, thanks for going over there. Yeah, if you guys could do that, I'd appreciate it, because oddly enough, I make more on YouTube than I do on the book, and I don't have as many watch hours or anything else on YouTube because everybody's on the book. But whatever, I just give up. So I'm thinking. Look at how fabulous that'll look on there. So I'm thinking. We're gonna put that on there. Let's dig in this box, though, y'all, because remember we got a lot of ting-tings. I think this is too big, but I just want to see something. Oh man, it's doing that thing where it doesn't fit this just needs to go on a frame. Anyways, let's see what else is in the box, because what's in the box? Because maybe we could put some other stuff in here. I'm looking because I don't know if I want to do it before I put the trim all the way around. But more than likely, we're just going to put the trim all the way around. Actually, that would be kind of cute to like have that hanging off. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Hanging off at the bottom. And it fits that trim too. Hold on, let's keep that out. I'm sure I have a lot of other things, but like I said, I don't want to pull out I don't want to pull the bins down, because the bins they're covered by a bunch of things right now. All right, let's just start with this. We'll put the trim on, and then maybe we'll do some texture or something in the back, or do some what do you call it, stenciling or something. I don't know, we'll see. All right, let's heat this Mama Jamma up. So again, this is Chris Hunter's collaboration, $7.29. You can use my link, which is in the description, and for anything not on sale, you can use my discount code. Hi, Michelle Chastain. Oh, you're talking about the subscription. Yeah, so if you do subscriptions on my YouTube, it's just for like there's little perks and stuff on there. There also is a new monetization program they are sending out where you on the new or old. Then, well, what do you mean? When they were doing like that testing for the new stuff, I was on that, but I don't know what's going on. I mean, the email just came like at 11 o'clock, so just 2 hours ago, and it basically said, I can't remember what it said. It said like you weren't following. Let me see. Your ability to earn money has been limited because you are not following the partner monetization policies. But then when you go click on it, it doesn't tell you anything other than like read the community standards and read the monetization policies and this, that, and the other. But It's just, it doesn't make any sense. It's so aggravating. I don't know. I give up. Whatever. I don't do this anyways to make money on the book because I never have made anything substantial on there, but good grief. If I'm a little peon and they're doing that to me, can you imagine? I think Yvette almost choked on our Taco Bell that she was eating. Hi, Kay. Aw, Phyllis, thank you so much for the stars. I really appreciate that so very much. It really does help me. Yeah, he was like, I don't really necessarily care about me. I want Yvette's fixed. It's just wrong. It's wrong. Okay, so we are not going to try to round the corners. That would be silly willy. So we are just going to, we'll miter at each corner. How many of y'all know that that was such a big mistake that I did not cut that long? I never cut things right at length. That's crazy. All right, this one is thinner, so I'm trying to get it cut before I have to warm it again. So we're gonna do what we can. So that was these. Let's cut it through that. Oh. All right, that's about as much as we're gonna get. We need to warm it again. So those are the 3 lengths there. And then we just need these. It is pretty, right? Hobby Lobby. Hi, Laveda. May leave, it's stormy here. Oh no. I can't find on here where to send stars. Mary Sharkey? It's at the bottom where that usually is. You might have to, if you don't see them, I know what happened to me is I had to exit out of the app and close the app and then come back in. And then I was able to see it. Hi, Kim. I used to make 2 to 4K on Facebook, and now I'm lucky if I hit. I have never hit $100. Can you believe that? Okay, I fibbed. I have a couple of times, and that's because Sharon has blessed me or Troy because of like a birthday or something like that. But it's basically been because of one like lump like that. It's never been because of AdSense or anything like that. It's always been because somebody has been super generous to us. But yeah, I know people, like you were able to like count on that money and some have even stopped their day jobs because that was like, okay, their regular 8 to 5, because shoot, if you can make the money there, then that one was for this one and that one, right? I did them all, right? Did I do enough? I did. Okay, and now it's like they're not even paying anything. It's just, but they want all the content, y'all. They want all the content, of course. They want content, but they just don't want to pay anybody. So, wait, did I do it right or wrong, y'all? I did it right. So this is this, and this. Why I went across, I don't know. Right? And then, what is this one for? Oh, this one's this one. And then this one is this one. Okay, I did it. Okay. Here you go. No, don't do that. Here. Troy, don't. Because she starts to sound like crazy. Okay. So these were this one here. Now I just need to make sure we got them all right. So where are we going to start? I guess we'll start here. Doesn't really matter. Hi, Miss Linda. You're back. Hi, Joanne. Aw, thank you so much for the stars, Mary. Yeah, that actually, I couldn't even imagine you making that money and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're lucky if you get like a little drop of that. Okay, so we're just gonna miter. We're gonna go through these as quickly as possible. Y'all know how to miter by now. If you don't know how to miter the way that I do it, or you don't like doing it the way that I do it, I do have the miter tool in my Amazon store. All right, annoyingly, I am going to keep my heat gun on because that is just doing too much, turning it on and off. So you're just going to follow that corner right up. You set them on top of each other and cut the top one, pick up and get that bottom, and then you've got your edge there, okay? So that is that. Let's keep that one there and bring this one over. And I want this to go inside like that. Gotcha. Now I gotcha, Ashley. That's freaking nutsola, man. Oh, no. I refuse to. Look, it hurt. It hurt me whenever I paid them for the doggone verification. But so many people were messing around with hacking and fake accounts, and mine had been done like twice in a row. So I paid for that verification, and it hurts me every time to see that. I hate giving them money. I hate giving them anything. All right, so you just want to make sure that your pieces are warm before you cut because it will snap. And this particular trim is a thinner trim. It doesn't take long to heat it up, which means it doesn't take long to cool down. That's going to be pretty on there. Look at that. I didn't see a sticker, no. Usually when you send a sticker on you, it lights up on here, and I didn't see it. Yeah, especially when there absolutely no help. Especially that day when I actually needed help, and they're like, no, I'm sorry. I was like, I will never get back that hour and a half I spent with that daggone lady. Such a waste of time. We're gonna have to open up a ticket. It's like, why am I talking to you? What do you do then? Why am I even talking to you? Yeah, that's a whole nother kind of situation though. All right. We got our coming around the corner. All right. So this should be this one over here, right? Why did I make these so cotton? Why do they make these so long? Oh well, whatever. Better longer than shorter. I know. I've heard that too. Well, so like Dina Ray, Designs by Dina, her personal page got taken over and she's verified. And by the grace of God, her business page didn't get messed with. So, are you talking to me, Ashley? I'm missing a step, or are you talking to Treese? Oh, me? Okay. Okie dokie, artichoke. I know this part is boring, but once we get it all on, it just makes such a huge difference that it ends up being so worth it. So, all right. I'm trying to put the heat gun far away so it's not irritating. And then with there being so many corners and whatnots, if there is a little bit of a gap, you guys already know I use my Ranger paste to fill in anything, so it's not that big of a deal. That's horrible. 300,000. Gosh. Mm-mm. I'd already said if I got, I'm little. I don't have anything like that, obviously. But I have always said if that happens to me, y'all, I am not starting over. No, ma'am. Okay, this lefty has got to turn. And that's why I said just go over to YouTube because I wouldn't have it in me, y'all. Mm-mm. And my stuff is already backwards as it is because I never meant to. That's why everything is on my personal. Well, it's set up as a personal because I actually do have a personal Facebook page. um, but I never expected this to be. I never expected to do crafting this like this and have a business and all of that stuff. I just created another page because when I was going live for Scamperia, I didn't want it on my personal stuff, and I didn't think about PT time. Where's the spoon? Look. Okay, and I didn't think about no. That's hot, Papas. That's hot for Troy Troy. I didn't think about setting it up as a business account because that wasn't my intentions back then. But whatever. So it's already backwards. See, you guys, it's not right. But it's okay. Whatever's meant to be is what's meant to be. No, 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 no. Mama, no. Mama needs to leave it on, baby, because I'm doing. I've got it over here. That's too hot for Troy Troy. This corner over here got caught. Aw, Trees, thank you so much for the super sticker. Now you did the work. It's all lit up. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Um, So did anybody get taken out to dinner? Did anybody get anything yesterday for Mother's Day? Me too, Ashley. That is one thing that has been amazing about actually coming on and crafting and doing this is, and that's actually why I kept coming back, because if you guys remember, Helena, thank you so much for the super sticker. I used to only do it on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And when I started doing that, it was because one of the groups that my friend was like adminning for, she was asking me to do lives in there, and so I was like, okay. And she had me in there once a month, and so I was like, hey, maybe I could start doing this a couple times a week. And I would get excited because, you know, getting on and talking to y'all and crafting, but I never had any intentions on doing it. But then when I started meeting all of my friends, it's like, hey, because I don't go anywhere, and I don't have like friends that I hang out with like that, other than y'all. I mean, shoot, my best friends are either out of this country or in another state. So that's really why I do it, is just for, because I enjoy coming on with y'all, and the friendships that I've made are just, they're worth more than this nonsense that Facebook does. So it is. Church, then by myself the rest of the day. Aww. One son bought dinner for me. A daughter gave me a hoblob card. I was like, a what? A hoblob card. Other daughter gave me a check. Whoa, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, that is it. It is the best part. It really is, because I'll tell you what, with all of the nonsense that they do all the time, if it wasn't for y'all, I would have just said no a long time ago. You know how they're always messing with me and saying like I'm doing content that's explicit, or somebody's reporting my page because they've got their underwear in a knot or something else. Okay, we're almost there, y'all. Almost there. I know this is so entertaining. Um, but we're almost there. Hey, what happened? I was like, wait a minute now. What happened? Okay, and then is this, yeah, because that's the long piece, and then this is that piece, right? Okay, two more, y'all, two more. Then we'll turn the daggone dryer off. Well, no, not really, because we got to heat it back up to put it on. Hi, Anya. How are you? Happy Mother's Day. Hi, Miss Connie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Connie. Angela. Y'all, I'm over here looking for something I can metal, Russ, and Tina while I watch you. Didn't I send? What else did I send you? Didn't I send you other stuff too? So many flowers and kitty stuff. Ooh. Oh, you are saying metal and patina. So you did. Okay, you got them both. Yeah. Terry. Never mind, Ash. Actually, I was going to put a funny note in there. I was going to mess with you. I'll tell you later what I was going to say. I was going to mess with you and send you a note with that package, that order. Yes. I'm so glad you come on. I've learned so much from you. I set my alarm on my phone. Oh, I know. I love that, Melissa. Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy. Not that you, but I love that you know, I love that you set your alarm. See, that's why I can keep coming back, y'all, because of y'all. Like, you know, like I look forward to being here with you guys. Okay, this one's gonna get a little hairy. It's gonna get a little weird because this is our last one. So we got a miter there. Make sure we're straight over here and all the things. I set my alarm for me too. Seriously, I do. Just sometimes. Yes, Miss Connie, I did. But I didn't do nothing yesterday. So, any invoices or anything like that, anything that has to do with the auction, I will do today when I get home from picking up Trevor. But yesterday, I took the day off. I was a couch potato for the first time in I don't know how long. I don't even remember the last time. Probably whenever I was sick, whenever that was. But I didn't do a dang chicken wing. No, ma'am. I was like, I'm gonna just lay here and just be. What is a scalp spa? Google. Going to Google. What is a what? What is a what? Brioni, you set your alarm. That thing is early. Good grief. All right, this is it. This is the last one. Thank goodness. Then we can get out some glue and start gluing these mamma jammas on. Now, I'm going to assume some of these are going to be a little wonky. But Ashley, close your eyes because all of this is going in the trash, ma'am. You don't have to close your eyes because, no, ma'am. I cannot keep all that. Close your eyes. Don't look. See? She knew I was about to throw them away, y'all. She knew I was about to throw them away. She knew it. That's why she's... That's why she said something, y'all. She knew I was about to toss those all in the garbage. Doggone her, I swear. I got my box out tray. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. Yeah, the claw thing does make me tickle. Did you watch anything good on TV yesterday? Y'all, all I do is watch all I do is watch like crime stuff. Okay. We are going to get our Type Bond Quick and Thick. You can use Gorilla Glue. You could use the Would You Glue. You could use the Would You Woo. You could use whatever you want that's going to sit flat. You can use heavy body gel, whatever you want. But you really want something that's going to sit flat. You don't want to use heavy. You don't want to use hot glue unless you for whatever reason, need it to stick. Thank you, Miss Linda. She knew, Max. She knew. I knew. Look at. She knew it. Detective Lightsy. I love crime shows and series. Yes, Mary Sharkey. Me too. Well, I don't know. Like I will even have them going on my tablet when I'm falling asleep. Nick thinks I'm probably a lunatic. I'm like, you don't know who you sleep next to. All right, we're just gonna hi, baby boy. Oh, you want me to hook you up? I can hook you up. Do you know that you are so handsome? Your smile is very handsome. Okay, but I can't pour your drink and clean your glasses at the same time now. You're so handsome. I wish you would quit messing up your hair, though, because your hair was looking fly until you got it looking like the... Oh, look it. I was going to clean his... See, you got me all messed up, Troy. Hold on now. I was going to clean your cup with my shirt. We must all be warm. Terry, you watch it too? Oh, see? Y'all, I don't know. Like, that's all I watch. Okay. No. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is what my son, Trevor... I love you too, handsome. So, for my Mother's Day, Trevor started asking me if... Okay, so those of you who don't know, my degree, I'm an accountant. That's why I say Trevor is taken after me, because he is also got his degree. He's an accountant. He does tax audit accounting. So Trevor started asking me like last week if I knew what cash stuffing was. And I was like, cash what? And so he was asking me if I've ever seen, you too, Tanya? See, I knew you guys were my people. He started asking me if I've ever seen those cash stuffing videos on YouTube. I was like, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. And so he said, if, for me to watch them, because for Mother's Day, he didn't have any plans for Mother's Day. And so he was thinking about giving me money, and then he would buy me like all the stuff to do the cash stuffing. And I was like, what is happening? What are you talking about? Like, because you remember like all the pyramids and stuff back in the day? That's what it actually sounded like to me, was like some kind of crazy, but I knew Trevor would never do anything like that. So anyways, I started watching them, and now I am hooked, y'all. So it's just it's basically a way to save money, and pay off bills, do challenges to save money for certain things, long-term, short-term goals, basically. Anyways, so that's what we did yesterday. We ordered like the binders and the envelopes and all of this stuff, and he's given me a bunch of money to start it up. But so that's what I was watching this weekend, was those cash stuffing videos, to kind of get an idea of what I wanted to do. And he was like, yeah, and if you even want to film them and do that kind of content, do some different content on your channel. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't know about all that, but I want to do it myself. I don't know about filming it, but yeah, and they were saying that 20% of it is like the budgeting and all of that. 80% of it is your discipline. Which I was telling Ashley, because I was like, Ash, do you want to do it with me? Because if y'all don't know Ashley, Ashley is so organized with spreadsheets and everything else. And I should have known she already does it. But I'm excited, y'all, because I have some goals and some things that I want to do. And you know, I only watch true crimes unless they are Seinfeld episodes. What? Oh yeah, my bottle holder. Oh yes, it's better than me sitting here going with the bottle the entire time. They're in my Amazon store. I actually have a pink one and the blue one. I've been meaning to take the pink one out. I just feel like the blue one is better. It's a lot. The pink one would be good for like smaller bottles. I feel like this one it can take any size bottle. Um, that pink one, I feel like, if I put like that in there, I feel like it topples. All right, look at that, y'all. That is gonna be gorgeous. Oh my million. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I've heard his name, Ashley. They were saying a couple of the people I was watching were like, oh, this, when I first started out 4 or 5 years ago, I modeled mine off of Dave Ramsey. And I haven't looked him up yet to figure out who or what it's about. He will be glad that he does it. Just make sure he does his exercise and keep ice. What kind of surgery is Sheila Teagan's husband doing? I just seen something about surgery. Yeah, that's how he is, Jeanette. He is very. So, Trevor hates that I have money in my savings account and that there's nothing happening with it. Um, he's like, it's not doing you no good just sitting there. That's why, like, when we were talking about opening the store, he was like, yeah, you need to do something because, um, it's just sitting there doing nothing. I'm just like, jeez. Okay, this was the one where the corner was wacky. So I'm going to let that corner be wacky. And then I'm just going to fix it with the gator. Like I was telling Ashley, like, when it comes to money and somebody else, like, I'm probably one of the best accountants out there. I have no shame in my game. I'm a damn good accountant. But when it comes to me, no ma'am. Nope. 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 Hey Nicole. All right. And that goes for anywhere that there might be a sharp corner or whatever. We'll just fix the corner with the gator, because you can do anything with wood you've been. Anything you do to wood, you could do with wood you've been. So sand it, drill it, whatever. My biggest thing is, you already know, I need it to make contact everywhere. I can't stand those little gaps. Like I see one right here. So I'm sure there's going to be some gaps because I'm trying to put it all on at one time. So we'll just go around as we're heating it up, because you want to heat it up before and after you get it down. So we'll go around and heat it up to make sure it's making good contact everywhere. Oh my goodness, Brioni, thank you so much. Y'all, so y'all know about the Pokey Tools. Y'all know I love me some Pokey Tools. So Nicole, who makes all the Pokey Tools, was like, hey, what do you think about glue stoppers? And I was like, what? No, baby, what? It's hot, mama. So she's making, like, the Pokey Tool, she's making the glue stoppers. Because, you know, I don't know if you guys, but I have a bunch of those, Troy. I have a bunch of those stainless steel pins in all of, like, my Sugar Bell bottles, right? So she's just sending me pictures right now of the glue stoppers. So those will be in the store as soon as she, hold on, Pops, as soon as she's done with them. She's making them now. I can see she's just sending me pictures. So once she gets those, I will have those into the store. But I was like, yes, because I still have all of those. Right? Such a good idea. Because I showed her all of my bottles, and she goes, because you know when you put them on your desk, you lose them. And I said, yep, that's exactly what happened. So these, I can see them, they're so cute. They have like a little bow on them. Oh, I can't wait, y'all. Because that's what happens. As soon as I put it on my desk, or I try to put it up here by my camera on the stool, I end up losing it, and then I freak out because I'm like, okay, where is it? Because I don't want Onyx or Jack or Troy stepping on it, or, you know. So she's got those in the works. Right? Great idea. I know. I cannot wait. And you know they're going to be, the pricing is always amazing. That's why, you know, I love helping my friends, supporting my friends, working with my friends. There's enough room for everyone, contrary to what some believe. There's no reason why you can't be successful and help the people around you. All right. So as painful as that was, I think we got it. Now let's just go around and make sure, because I already know that there's probably going to be some places that aren't making contact. You can see it's very little, but all the same. It's true, y'all, because, and you guys can ask Nicole, y'all, you got to keep up with the Nicoles, y'all. But when I first opened the store, I told Nicole, I was like, you know, I'm going to have an affiliate program. You know, we're going to do kits so that way, you know, you can make money. You know, Yvetta, same thing. I was like, and Nicole was like, well, whenever you got to stop doing it, you just let me know. And I'm like, no, that's not what it's about. I said, 100% of nothing is nothing. So there's no reason why I can't, you know, work with my friends and help my friends. There's no reason why I have to be making 100% of everything. Like, that's just dumb. Seriously, you're just gonna unplug me? That's how you feel? All right, let's turn this Mama Jamma off. I know, right? Okay, so you can see what happened right there. I clipped it long. I knew I did. So it's not a big deal. I'm just going to easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nobody knows. We've got a sharp corner right there. Now nobody knows that corner is long. Let's do that. Do that. Of course, the doorbell would ring. Why not? Oh, also, y'all, those of you who've been asking me, I have a bunch of the contour liners. I have to load them into the store, but I do have contour liners that I will load into the store. So that pink and blue that I used on the teapot. And then I think I brought in like just a regular couple colors. Yes, Terry, that's how everybody should be. I'm looking at ordering the Japanese rice paper you have in your Amazon store. Can you use an inkjet printer with that? Yes, before I got my laser printer, I used my Canon scrapbook inkjet with that. There's no reason. I mean, I don't know. I know some people are like, no, you know, they can't do that and this, that, and the other, but you can do whatever you want to do. I don't know. I've always been a giver more than a taker. So I knew as soon as I opened my store that I was going to figure out a way to like bring my friends along if I could. You know what I mean? Like if I could do something that will help my friends and help them make a little bit of money, then shoot, that's what I'm going to do. Because like I said, 100% of nothing is nothing, y'all. So being a greedy butt never gets nobody nowhere. Now does it? Hey, Cindy. Hi, John. Okay. Now, we have our would you bin on there. And what I'm trying to figure out is on the inside, do we want to do, where's my new, I'm trying to see if this one was too big. I think it is. Okay, that's not going to look good. Okay, let's pull out some of our stencils that are new stencils and see. See, this is why I don't keep the little stuff. They get it all over the place, Ashley. Hold on. Y'all, why couldn't we take all of that in there? Oh, you guys can't see it good. Can you see? You really do give a lot. That's what makes you a great person, sweetheart. But from one giver to another, watch out for the own. I already know who are the only takers. And they know, don't mess with me. I might be all laughy and giddy and happy online, but don't play with me. I'm the last one to be played with. And I don't just say it just to be all talking like I'm big and bad. I'm serious. Do not play with me. Don't do it. I wish Yvetta's doggone, man, I wish that would fit in there. That would be cool as all get out, but it won't. All right. Oh, women are the worst. I would rather deal with a man any day. Women are the worst. I don't know what it is about women and supporting other women, but it's like if they are not in your circle, they're on the enemy lines, and I think that is just crazy. Like, if they're not in your circle, that's all good. Just there's enough to go around. Why do you need to get ugly and start spreading rumors and talking mess that don't even make sense and aren't true? And I don't know. Women are the worst. Can you guys see that? I love the moon. I wish I could get the moon in there. Thank you for sprinkling, Trish. Are you guys talking about the cash stuffing? The only thing is, y'all know there's going to be a nightmare to set in there, right? Should we do that or not? Because if we don't do that, what else I'm thinking is maybe we do the cherubs. We might have to do another heart. And then you know what I just realized? These words are all going this way. They're all going landscape, aren't they? None of them go portrait. Why doesn't that fit? But we could make it fit because we could. I don't like it that way. I almost feel like I should just write it myself. You guys go watch some cash stuffing videos, and then if you guys want to see that, you would have to go to YouTube though, because I wouldn't do that on Facebook. Y'all, there's too many daggone nosy. I'm trying to show my business too. Let me stop murmuring. Hi. Do we like them right there? And then maybe do blessed down? Or do we like blessed this way and we just readjust the letters? All right. I think whatever we do, we are going to need to paint this and do all the things to it. So let's get this painted. What color are we gonna paint this, y'all? I kind of want to use this color. Hold on a minute. Look it, we have this beautiful rose gold. Cindy, I already know. Just hold on a minute, Cindy. We have that beautiful rose gold that we just got into the store. But where's my hey, try to be organized and I'm gonna get it out of inventory if I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Purple. Cause I'm trying, cause what's out right now, what's in me is to do this like all ivory and do it all up in like, umber and stuff. But no, Penelope, I didn't. I talked about that at the beginning of the video. I said yesterday was Mother's Day. I didn't do anything yesterday. I will be doing invoicing later today. But if I'm not mistaken, yours is that. And I need to put epoxy in yours, which I will be doing epoxy tonight. So I won't be able to mail yours out until at least Wednesday. Hope in the middle. Hope in the middle. Horizontally. So hope in the middle this way, and then what? Nothing. Do them this way. Hope is little. So we can do hope that way, and then do these guys on the edges, and do hope in there. Okay. But how about love vertically with a heart substituting the O? Ooh, that would be cute too. We might be able to do them both because E and O, they both share. What color are we doing? No, there isn't, but I can always hand letter it. What color should we do, y'all? This? Sure, Penelope. I could do that. Absolutely. Or, actually, now that Penelope brought that up, we also do have our impastos. Oh, you know what? See, now, if you guys notice, the impasto, the black, and the dark chocolate were not part of that lot because these are the ones, this is how it should be, is nice and fluid like this. I don't want to do it like that, do I? a cross. Do we want it colorful, Terry? Because you're going to have the cherubs. You can always make the cherubs colorful if you wanted to do a pop of color. What this heart had, I don't know, what is that, a plant or something on there? One of these are colored. That doesn't have it. Then this is the one that's colored, right? Yeah, that's the one we did. So maybe, okay, hold on a minute. Oh, y'all. Why couldn't we put hope on one of these? Hold on a minute, y'all. That hope is small. Why can't we put a hope on one of the labels and have like the cherubs holding the label? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So we can do hope on there and then have the cherubs holding the label. See, it takes me a minute. That's why I'm so daggone slow, y'all. I might be slow, but you know, I try my best to make my brain work. It's a stall tactic. Okay, what are you doing out here? Because if you're doing the hope and that, you can't have it all flipping pink. Crazy. Ooh, we didn't use this color yet. That's that blackberry. Okay. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on a minute. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think now. I'm trying. This is going to be serious. Like, this is going to be like a really pretty piece. Am I trying to do? Okay, we're just gonna do the rose gold is muted, y'all. We can. I like the lavender, but I don't really think that's the way we should go. Okay, shut up, Terry, because you're not making sense. I mean, I make sense in my head, but I told y'all, you don't ever want to be up here. All right, we got this. Oh, yeah, see, that makes me happy. That's why it takes you so long to do anything, Terry. Seriously, you need to get your life together, girl. You need to get your life together. Would a stencil underneath be too much? I don't think so. I don't think it would be too much. I think we just got to find the right stencil. Y'all, I was telling myself that little crack right there would be okay. But you know what? Y'all know me by now. I know me by now. Those things are never going to be okay. I'm too daggone picky for that. So, let's just stop pretending. Probably stuff people wouldn't even notice. But I notice it, and the entire time, if I were to send that out to somebody, I would be cringing, waiting for them to call me back and say, you know what? There's a gap right here that looks pretty horrible. All right, now we can continue on with life. Sheesh. Got issues, I'm telling you. Yes, you can use heavy body gel to fill in the cracks. You could use 3D gloss gel. Probably would take a little bit of time for it to set up. And by a little bit of time, I'm talking like, 15, 20 minutes. The Ranger paste that I use, well, you see, I just put it down and it's good to go. So we're going to lay down the, it's not called rose gold. It's called butterfly spells or something like that. Yeah, butterfly. But you would think that I have a list. Butterfly spells. And then we're going to go in with some antiquing paste and put our depth back in. Trying to think. What I want to do on the inside, I might just paint it. You know how I do my cream color with a little bit of the Falcon Brown? And we might use some Vintage Effect medium on it. I think that's what I want to do. Instead of putting a stencil down, we can use the Vintage Effect medium on the inside and make it look all old and tattered. I know, Cindy. I don't know what's wrong. Butterfly spells, butterfly spells, butterfly spells. I don't know. You would think I cannot speak. I was watching somebody that was doing the cash stuffing, and she was cash stuffing like, I don't know, some insane amount of money, like $7,000 something, right? And she kept getting distracted, like squirrel. And when she spoke, like words were hard, and I was like, golly, is that what everybody goes through with me? I was like, that must irritate the living pants off of people, man. Don't try to be annoying. I was like, will you stuff your $7,000 already? I want to see what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't try to be annoying. Ooh, was that your tennis shoe? Hi, honey. You got the best smile ever. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to do orders today. We got a lot to do today. We got orders. We got auction. We got all the tangs to do today. Actually, the auction stuff won't be too hard because sweet Deborah, we just got to find a box size to get all of her stuff in. Most all the items, Deborah was being a ninja. Most all of them are going to her. Don't rush me. You're bossy. See, look, it's coming. You're so bossy. All right, let me just make sure I didn't miss any of the tang. See, that color is so pretty. And then I think it, like, you know, it's enough. And then if we do the vintage effect medium on the inside and make it kind of, look, you're coming over here to boss me and it's already coming. Look, supervisor, it's over there. Why are you so bossy? It's over there. Dang. John gets annoyed when I'm talking in the car and then stop mid-sentence because something else. Yeah. You're great and funny. It's blessed. Love, Mr. Troy and his Miss. Thank you. Thanks, Laura. I just, you know. Honestly, if I was talking to you on the phone or if I was talking to you in the person, I would, in the person. Ooh, good Lord. If I was talking to you in the person, I would be the same way. Yes, I would. I would talk just like that. Mm-hmm. In the person. Okay. In the person is a new one, Terry. All right. So I think what we're going to do down here is we're going to actually paint this. Is that too light, y'all? I think that might be too light. We're going to paint this brown. We're going to put vintage medium on it, and then we're going to sand it back. Where'd you get that pin? Is that one of the new pins for our friends? Oh my goodness. Where'd you get that pin? Those are our customer pins. Give me that pin. You sure did. You robbed the box. Those are for our friends. Boy, you are something else. Okay, so we're just going to use Falcon Brown. You guys know I love Falcon Brown. Then we're going to use the Vintage Effect Medium. Oh my goodness, you were so bossy. Dame besitos. Okay. Take a hike. See, don't talk to me like that, Mama. Sharon. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have. You all are here, and I always have conversations with myself. That is, you don't annoy me at all. You make me laugh. Oh, thanks, Phyllis. Okay, so this might look a little bit like what you doing, but trust me, I have an idea. No, seriously. We are going to put this as our base, and then we're going to put the cream on top of it after we do some vintage. Ooh, we need to do the bingo winners too. We need to do the bingo mail too today. So we got orders, auction, bingo mail. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm supposed to mail something else too, but I'm forgetting what that is. I don't know. Okay, pasta sauce. Again? There you go, love bug. Hi. What? The stapler? Oh, see, I didn't put the stapler back where it belongs, y'all. It's so funny. That is one thing about Choi Choi is when he leaves a room, the light needs to be turned off. Nick and Trevor don't even do that. If he takes something out, you need to put it back from where you got it. Gotta go do links for Robin. Please think about doing a video about the finance stuff I need on. You gotta go do links for Robin. Okay, goodbye, Miss Linda. I wouldn't mind doing the cash stuffing, but like I said, I would only probably do that on YouTube. I wouldn't do that on my Facebook. For one, people get all out of whack when you do things that are different from what you normally do. And they get like they get all knotted up. And also, I don't know that I would want that on my Facebook. I mean, I know the people that that they could just go over to YouTube, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I mean, you guys watch what I'm talking about, and if it's something that is interesting to you, because there's a way to do it. Because there's one gal that I watch that does it. She doesn't put her income out there. Like, she does the cash stuffing and the challenges and stuff, but she doesn't put her income out there. Now, there's some that just put all their business out there. And no, I wouldn't do that because there's too many nosy people and too many people that like to talk mess. But I would definitely do all the other stuff. You knew Troy was your person? Oh, yes. Hi, Lucia. You're never late. Yeah, Troy does not. I don't care necessarily about the coverage if it's wonderful and great. Because we're going to do the Vintage Effect medium on there anyways. But yeah, Troy, he doesn't like, well, you guys just seen right now, I stapled that for him and I put it over here. He doesn't like that. That does not fly with Troy. Sometimes, like we'll be leaving or trying to go, and I'm trying to get Troy to get in the car, and he's doing something or another, and he's not hurrying up because he's either got to go back upstairs and put something away or go do. I'm like, come on, and he don't care. Nope. He's like, nope, I'm not going nowhere until what is supposed to be done is done. What's supposed to be put back is put back. All right. I know I said I didn't care about the paint job, but this is a little bit too thin right there. Because if I go to scratch back right there, then I'm going to go back down to the board, and I don't want that. All right. So that's good. Okay. So Vintage Effect Medium. It's very thin. It's supposed to be that way. So it almost wants to beat up and run away from you. And it's supposed to be that way. And what it's going to do is provide with a little resist. So the more you have in an area, the more the resist is in that area. TJ lines everything up. He had a bunch of Matchbox cars they had to be lined up by the right. Aww. Yeah, no, I would never put all my business out there. No, ma'am. Like, I don't mind, like I said, doing like the cash stuffing and like the, you know, the challenges and stuff like that. But, because although I've never met people, I unfortunately have people that just like to do mean things to me. Okay, you see how it does that? That is what you want. And although this is lying flat, so it's a lot easier to do this, but if you wanted this effect like on a dresser or whatnot, and it's running away from you, a lot of people think that there's something wrong with the product or it's not, no, that's the way it's supposed to be. Just like if we tipped it up, it's going to run. That's the way it is. So if you want more in that area, or you think you're going to want a lot, that vintage look, then if it's upright and something that's, running away, you just need to go back over and put more on there. But when it's lying flat like this, it's easier because, obviously it doesn't have anywhere to roll, so. Okay, that's probably a lot more than I needed, but that's okay because I think it's going to look really good. And I think on the, what is this? Blossom banners or something like that? Blooming banners. I think I want to use that one or maybe this one over here. I'm thinking this one though because it's bigger. I will tip that up a little bit so that I can get it kind of, there we go. You're going to probably want a couple of your sanders. You can get away with going lower grit on something like this. But just remember, if you go too low, you're going to go through not only the top, but you're going to go through this base paint as well if you go like 60, 80. So it may take a couple more of like your 240s or your 320s. But I don't know. I think it's better to be safe. Just, take off a little bit at a time than going gung-ho and doing like 60s and then just, getting too far down. Will you be ordering the LeBlanc Silicone Heart Smooth? Will I be ordering them? They were already in my store and sold out. Is that what you mean? These, Laura? Yeah, Sharon. It's just crazy to me, this whole, like, social media stuff, how people start drama with people that they don't even know. That's bananas to me. Like, I don't even have drama in my personal life because I don't create drama like that. Like, that's not me. But it's just crazy to me how people online, they make up things, and it's weird to me. So you find your people and you know who your people are. Sometimes you make the mistake and you think some people are your people, but you find out real quick. find out real quick. I don't think so, Laura, unless somehow they get more. They're limited edition, and so once they're gone, they're gone. Every now and again, we'll get surprised and they'll say, hey, we got a few more of this one back in stock, and then, but unless we get some type of message that she's gotten her hands on some, I don't think so. But yeah, they went fast. Okay, I'm just gonna dab up the rest of this that's in there because there's quite a bit down. I'll let you know though. I'll see if I can hunt any down for you. Are you talking about these, Brioni? All right. Now let's get a little bit of man, I cannot see. It is so horrible. Mm. Give me. Gosh, that just pinched my finger and everything. That's not even the right one. Okay, I'm going to get my cream white. Just throw that away. And then I'm going to get one of these little cups. And then I'm going to get some of this. Yes, I will hunt it down. I will see if I can hunt it down for you, Laura. Okay, so I'm going to take the cream white, the decor paint chalky. It's probably not enough. I don't know. This is another one. I just need to get a container and mix some of this so I don't have to keep doing it. And then I'm just going to use that color because you guys know I don't like that stark white. And I just literally dipped the spoon in and took it right back out without anything on there, and that's more than enough. I'm not a fan of that bright white. Okay. No, they're not tiny. Oh, wait. You're not an inches type of measurer. You're like my Evetta. So this one is from top to bottom. It's about 8 centimeters. I actually thought that one was the biggest one, but am I going crazy? I guess they're the same. So these are almost 8 centimeters. This one is 6.5. And then this one is 6. So 4 centimeters, 3, 4. So like 6 by 4 centimeters. It's funny because when Yvette talks to me, she does that to me. She's like, "You're inches." Talk to her, you're centimeters. All right. So we have the resist down from our vintage effect medium. Now we're going to go in here. And we're going to put down now you can make this as opaque as you want. You can see how it's already like beading and moving away in some of the areas. And that's because of the vintage effect medium that's down on there. I know there's different ways people have done this, like with Vaseline or something else. I don't know about that stuff. I don't know how and don't do that. So there's different ways of getting this effect, I'm sure. So you do whatever you like to do. Okay, so now that I've got that down, CT Sews. Did I get your message? I'm not sure who you are. Who are you? Why is that not clicking for me? Colleen! Colleen, I've never seen you under that name before. Yes, Colleen, I've got it, but I didn't invoice or do anything yet. I will today. Yesterday I was being a lazy bum on Mother's Day. So I will be getting everything boxed up, and then I will give you your shipping amount, Colleen. And if you don't want to pay that, don't feel bad. You just tell me. I don't want you to feel like you have to take that item if shipping is crazy and it's not worth it. Yeah, I don't guess I've ever seen you come in under your business name. Because usually you even come in under your personal name. Y'all, I'm just doing a quick little paint on the inside here. And then we'll distress the sides as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I got it. I just, like I said, I'm not going to hold you to it, Colleen. Shipping outside the U.S. and vice versa is crazy. So if it's a silly amount, it is not going to hurt my feelings if you don't want it. Okay, so let's dry this really quickly. I know it looks super crazy, y'all. If you've never seen this technique before, you've never watched me do it before, I'm sure it looks like a hot mess. But trust me, it will be worth it. I know it looks like we just did something crazy to it. And shipping prices just went up again, and Canada is getting ready to have another. Oh, are they? Oh, gosh. They're having another one? USPS? Jeez. Yes, just trust the process. I know it does look crazy, though. If you've never seen me do this before, you're probably like, oh, good grief, what are you doing? But honestly, it's going to look fantabulous. And USPS. Oh, gosh. It's already so expensive, and then they have to pay the tariffs and stuff. Ugh. Now you do want to make sure that your top is painted. Painted, dried, because once you start going in with that sander, it kind of ruins the whole effect when you're just dragging paint and you're not getting that vintage distressed look. All right. Now, like I said, you're probably going to need a couple of, you just seen me throw a bunch out here. You're going to need a few of them because you're going to get a lot of dust up and it's going to, take over your sander pretty quick. And you just don't get good effect if you don't keep a good, All right. See? So I'm going to tell you right now, that's why I pulled out a 180 as well. The 320s aren't going to get enough off of it. And when you're doing this, it's literally what you want. How much you want. You can take a ton of it off, or you can take a little bit off. It's totally up to you. But look at that. That's what I'm saying. Get your Get your stuff out because you're going to need a bunch of them. I'm actually going to, I don't want to vacuum that up. What was that? Your bottle? Because then all of that gets stuck in my filter. I really don't want my marks to go that way. So we'll see if we can get the gator to fit in there. Oh, where did you find one of those things, son? Is that a new squeegee? Sue's gonna get you. Actually, she don't care when you take things out of inventory. I'm gonna get this in the trash again. What, Pops? You only... Hi, Donna. So, I'm gonna get a couple of other 180s out. What, Papas? I don't even know where you found those. Where did you find those, Troy? Mama hid those. As usual, you're the best hide and seeker there is. All right, so again, I'm staying with the 180s for now. I really don't want to go horizontal. I want the lines to kind of go the same, so but you know, you could do it however you like. And also because it's the chalk paint, it's a little bit thicker. So that's another reason why using like the 180s right now is working better. Son, I don't even know how you found that. I'm going to be honest and tell you, like, what, the different grits? What grit sander do you use, Ash? You guys see? And again, you don't have to take that much off if you didn't want to. You can leave a lot of the cream color if you didn't want. See, like over here, more needs to come off. That just looks weird to me. I don't know. It's like you could see where it's like needs to go to the edges. And up here. Ah! Oh no, that's the right way. Okay, I like that. Let's get all of the icky out and then see if we want to do more. Troy, I don't know what you're doing. you're trying to put... Okay, I can see scratches right there. That is not obviously how aging looks. So I'm going to take a 320. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with it. I think I like it. Oops. Okay. So now, I'm just going to wipe it out. Thank you. Okay, so now let's take a little bit of something. Can we not dye another? Is this one already? Let's use that one. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's get some tintings. Let's get some dimension on this Mama Jamma, and then we can figure out our cherubs in our hope, which we'll probably have to do that tomorrow because I'm getting pretty close to stepping on. Is Nicole going live today? I know she went live this morning. I don't know if she's going live this afternoon. If she is, I need to get off because I don't like stepping on her. So sandpaper, the smaller toy, enough. The smaller the number, the rougher it is. So 60, so like a 40 and a 60, I say you should never ever use. Like there should be no reason why a person doing what we do should be using like a 60, a 40, even an 80. Especially if you're doing rice paper and you're getting the edges off, or even the fabric tissue paper. I always use a 320, and rarely ever do I go lower than a 320. I will go 320, 400, 600. But I won't, whenever you're going really low on like rice paper, that's just doing too much. Again, it is personal preference, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary. All right, can you guys see what's happening right here? But I always say, 320 is more than enough, but I don't ever go lower than a 180. Okay, so I don't like the goopy look, y'all. If you like the goopy look, you do you. You do you. I don't like the goopy look. So I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush, bring the goopies up to the top, and then I'm going to wipe it back again. Okay. So we're just taking our antiquing paste on the outside for right now, just on the trim to bring out all of that. And then we'll do it on the inside. That's why my gator sandal, yes, that's why it's brutal on your stuff if it's low. So especially when you have rice paper that is like on a corner, like this, right? So you should be able to sand with your gator and it not chew up. Like let's say we were sanding off the paper that's going over here. You should be able to sand that paper off going down this way and it not chew up all of this side or paint or whatever. If you're doing a 60, it's going to chew up that paper and everything else under it. If you're doing like a 320 or 400, you're going to be able to get that off and it's not going to affect that paper on that side. So the higher, the better. But again, some people like the lower numbers. I've heard people say, I use the lower, I like the 60 because it gets it off faster. It really doesn't. It really doesn't get it off faster. So, but that's just my 2 cents, and I got a lot of them. That's my 2 cents, and I got a lot of them. So that's why you'll see in my Amazon store, well, not Ashley because she refuses to go to my Amazon store until I put categories in there. But those of you who dare to go to the Amazon store, that's why I only have like the 320 refills. And I don't do like the whole pack refills because I've got in that drawer down there all the 60s and 80s to last a lifetime. Those are actually what I give to Nick whenever he needs some sanding or something or another. If he's not taking my Dremel, I give him those. But otherwise, they don't get used. She avoids that place. That was one of the first things she said to me. You have OCD just like me, and I cannot believe your Amazon store looks the way it does. I said, well, I'll tell you why. It's because I don't shop in my Amazon store. I just add things to it, but that'll be on my list to do when I start doing my cash stuffing. Because, in my little journals and stuff, there'll be other goals and stuff in there too that I'll be doing. And that'll be one of my other goals is to organize my Amazon store. All right. Look at that, y'all. Can you guys see how big a difference just a little bit of something does? And we got to do it on the outside because you got to finish your stuff upside down and all around. Is that a gap? No, it's not. Okay, it's a hangover. I thought it was a gap. I must say, we're not about that gap life. So I'm just going to do the edges really quickly. Then we're going to do the edges on the inside really quickly. And then, even though Nicole's on and I'm not stepping on her, I'm going to let you guys go. And then tomorrow, I've been itching to do a silver tray. We haven't done a silver tray in a long time, like a serious silver tray, not like a baby tray, a serious silver tray. So I think we're going to pull out a silver tray to do tomorrow, and we will finish this, which will just be getting the cherubs on and the banner and whatever else we might find to put on. I'll also pull some really pretty flowers or whatnot. Maybe we'll put some flowers on here too. I don't know. We'll have to see what it does. See what it do when it be talking to you or me or me talking to me. Pretending like I'm talking to somebody. Okay. So we want that all kind of dirty and grubby and grimy. And we're going to change this. We're going to go downtown. Actually, we're going to need a little blender. So let's get a little angle blender. And we're going to go in here. And we got to get all of this. Because it would be a crime not to. And we got to get our corners. The edges. Go see mine, you will see. Go see yours. Go see how an Amazon store should look. That's why somebody will ask me, like, is it in your Amazon store? Is it way far down there? And I'll say, don't worry, I'll put it back. I'll put it to the top for you. And I'll go in and I'll pop it up to the top. I will fix it, y'all. I will fix it. But just think of all the stuff y'all will miss when you don't have to scroll through the whole thing. I will fix it, I promise. So we're getting that. You see, we're getting that shadow. You see the difference between this side and this side? It already changes it so much just by going in there and doing your... Why did that happen? All the stencils fell on me. Okay, let's put a hard, heavy mold on there. There you go. Cheese, minis. Cheese, minis. Cheese and rice. What are y'all having for dinner? Oh, I'm probably the only one that still needs to have dinner, huh? What did y'all have for dinner? I don't know what we're doing. I had steak and lobster yesterday. My Chevy Jordan brought me steak and lobster. Well, actually, y'all already know. My Chevy Jordan bought me steak and lobster, and my Troy ate all my lobster and his too. I think I got like 2 bites of my lobster. And then I got banana pudding, and I think I got 2 bites of my banana pudding. Because you know the pudding head over here. And I even told him, I said, hey, it's Mother's Day. And he just smiled at me, and he kept eating my lobster and my pudding as he was smiling at me. Thank you, Marilyn. Marilyn, did I say hi to you? Your mind is blown? Ashley, you really didn't know about the sandpaper? Sugar-free syrup? In Ashley's? Because there is no way there's sugar-free syrup in mine. We don't even have sugar-free syrup. Thank you. Okay. Now I am going to take what is left on my little brush, and I'm just going to pull in. I don't want to load it anymore. Oh my gosh, y'all. I love it. Okay, so tomorrow when we come back, like I said, I'm going to pull a tray tonight and I'm going to prep it because it will need to be bonded. So let me make sure there's no goopies, y'all. That's why I pulled this one out so that we can make sure there's no goopies. I'm going to pull out a tray tonight so that way I can get a tray bonded. I am going to, so this one I already have done, but I don't think the hope, well, it would fit on there. However, I think the space of that can handle the big one. So I'm going to cast if I have time. If not, I will cast it with you guys. It's only going to take a few minutes. So we will cast that one. And then Troy, what is that noise? What machine do you have on? And then we will put our little cherub beauties. Oh, that is going to be so pretty. So we'll put them on there, even if we need to boost them up a little bit so that way they can be lifted. We can do that as well. And then it might be good to, I don't know, these little flowers. I told you guys I was going to love these little flowers. We might even cast some of these little bitty flowers. And these actually look like vines. So I don't know. Maybe we do something with some real flowers down here, cascading like down here a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I will pull out flowers. Those are already in the box that's up there. So, hi, Carrie. You missed the vacuum and fuzzy slippers then. Oh, gosh. You guys are so... Hi, Kat. Thank you. Okay, so tomorrow, like I said, I have a tray that we're going to pull out. We haven't done a tray in a while. And so this is what she's looking like right now. Look at how beautiful that is. All we did was just put a little bit of woodgie bin, and we took this frame and made it look, the cross, and made it look so different. It's just so pretty. And it does already have the sawtooth hanger on the back. So tomorrow, like I said, we will put the rest of that in there, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with onto the tray. Once again, if you want anything from my auction, whether it be a prize or you want some pieces, if you want a prize, I think the people who want a prize message me. But if not, please make sure I have your address. If you won bingo this last time, please make sure you message me, because bingo, auction prizes, and then auction wins, I will be invoicing tonight when I get home from picking up Trevor. And then hopefully we can get it all mailed out tomorrow. But anyways, I thank you guys for being with me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. He's over here eyeballing me. I'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Talk